Welcome, everyone, to Les Brown's Motivational Monday Night Call, your place for motivation and inspiration by world-renowned speaker, author, coach, Mr. Les Brown. On behalf of Mr. Brown, I would like to welcome you to this platform, as well as thank you for your support of Mr. Brown and all that he does to inspire voices of hope all over this planet. My name is Dr. Stacie N.C. Grant, and I have the privilege of being your host tonight, and I'm just grateful to experience this time and this space with you. It is the second Monday of 2016, so we continue to wish you a happy new year, new beginnings, new blessings, new opportunities that will create a legacy here on this planet. So as we start off tonight, I want to let you know right away that if you have not secured your space to see Mr. Brown live, I encourage you to do that. He will be in Orlando, Florida in 2 weekends. He'll be there on the 22nd and 23rd of January for a live training with the First Family of Motivation, his children, and a few of the platinum speakers. If you have not checked out the event, you can go to the website, lesbrown.com. That's lesbrown.com, and you'll be able to tap in and get that information and register to see Mr. Brown live, as his calendar is going to be quite busy for the new year. We want to make sure that our Motivational Monday Night family gets an opportunity to be a part of it. And then we have some new dates that we'll be announcing across the country on a small little tour with someone named Mr. Brown and a few of his speakers. So stay tuned for that. Stay connected on Facebook, facebook.com, brown.les, and that's his personal Facebook page. If you have tuned into the app on Periscope, guess what? Mr. Brown has been periscoping as well, and we're looking to advance some more of the other technologies within the platform. So on behalf of the entire team, we say thank you. Thank you for your presence, thank you for your participation, and thank you for your willingness to tune in, hear information that can help expand your mindset, help you to focus in on increasing your skill set and live in a space of sharing your greatness with the world. So Mr. Brown is traveling again. We were hoping that he would be able to pop on tonight, but it's a little difficult. He is cross-country, and he wants me to send his love to each and every one of you. But you have to stay tuned, because just like the other day when he popped on, you'll never know when he's going to come on live. But when you're here, you can hear him, and you know he trusts the platinum speakers to be able to deliver and do a phenomenal job in his absence. Those of you that are watching him on YouTube and commenting and being encouraged by the videos that you're hearing, there's even more to come in 2016. So thank you again. So tonight I want to share a brief message before I open back up the call and really just focus on where we are at this point in the year. It's the second full week of 2016. Last week we talked about some of the ways in which we can truly manifest those things that we have been working towards, praying for, dreaming about, and to take some serious action. And I got a video today that really did inspire me. And if Myron Pemberton is on this call tonight, I want to thank him for sending that over. He said, Dr. Stacie, I want to hear you talk about this video. He called it All or Nothing, this 2016. And I viewed it and I thought about it, and I said, you know, this really is a great topic, somewhere for us to position our mind tonight, that as we take steps, as we make decisions, we really have to figure out, are we putting in our entire effort, or are we just doing enough? Are we just making it through? Are we just doing enough to survive? Or are we in a space of being able to declare all or nothing 2016? Are we really willing to manifest our goals and our dreams? So I'll share the context of what was in the video and what I took from it and what I pray inspires you tonight. So the video was one of the National Geographic channels, or those that explore different countries and places where life is a little bit non-traditional than the Western world. And this man, I'll call him Sam for short, they were showing how he had to help his family survive from day to day, a family of 7 kids and a wife, that he fished But he didn't just fish in a regular sea or a pond. He lived in one of the most aggressive rapids over on the other side of the globe for me here in New York. And in order for him to feed his family, it was dangerous territory that he would have to venture out in to go and collect the fish. So I'm looking at the video, everybody, and I'm like, okay, this looks kind of dangerous. They translated from his native tongue to English so you could read the text. And I'm watching him tell the story of how scary it is for him to venture out on slippery rocks in a pair of flip-flops, going to pursue the meal to feed his family. And in that moment, as I'm watching the video, sometimes it's that level of urgency that makes the difference between those who casually live their life and pursue those dreams, or those who put in an all or nothing effort. Those who don't have the luxury to say, well, I'll just do it another day. If it doesn't work out now, I'll just try it again in a couple of months. That this is the way his family eats. The danger in stepping out on those rocks, climbing the sides of the not only the rocks, the areas which he has to maneuver to get to the place where the fish are, to collect them in a net, not a fishing pole, in a net that he then has to carry back, that he actually had to walk across a tightrope that he built in the dry season to be able to open up a way to gather more fish to feed his family. I sat in awe watching this video because I said, how many of us are really moving with that kind of urgency, that our back is in the, not even just against the wall, our back is in a place where there's nowhere else to go but forward. Like there's no other option. This is your life depending on you pursuing your goals and your dreams, because Sam's life depends on feeding his family and making it safely back from these fishing trips when he goes out to gather the food to bring back home. And he says that every time he goes out, every time he has to cross one of the slippery rocks or he has to walk across that tightrope, he's afraid of dying, because if he died, his family would not be able to eat. But with that, and feeling that fear, feeling that anxiety, he still pushes forward. He still takes the next step. He still grabs his bag, his net, and he moves forward because he has no other choice. And I thought about that in a space of myself, that there were some times where I could push a little bit more. There were some things that could allow me to stretch, but because I had an out, because I had a safety net, because I had a way to wiggle around what was inconveniently in my way to get to the next level, I pressed the pause button. But see, Sam, there's no button to press. There's no one to come and save the day. There's no out. There's no other option. If he doesn't take the next step, if he doesn't cross that tightrope, if he doesn't move around the dangerous waters, his family does not eat. And it's that kind of conviction, that kind of persistence, that kind of grim, I am doing it. I don't care how I'm feeling. I don't care how scary this is. I don't care if my knees are knocking, my teeth are chattering, my brow is sweating, that I am going to do this because I have no other choice. It's all or nothing. And I watched that video and I looked at it and I sat with it. I said, wow, how many of us are going to pursue 2016 like Sam? How many of us are going to stop making excuses? How many of us are going to make the investments that count? How many of us are going to act as if our life depended on living our dreams? How many of us are going to pursue our goals despite the naysayers, despite the negative people that can be right in our family, that could say things to you to kill your spirit, to steal your joy, to make you double yes yourself and question the greatness that lives inside of you? How many of us are going to be in a position where we no longer listen to other voices, but rather we listen to the voice of the genuine inside us? Very skilled speaker talked about being on the ends, or your life being on the ends of being pulled by other people. I'm just paraphrasing. Or you listening to the voice of the genuine inside you, so that nobody else is pulling your string. Nobody else is orchestrating your steps. Nobody else is designing your destiny, but you're walking in what has been declared for you. Even if you're crossing that tightrope like Sam, even if there are waves. And in this video, they showed an aerial view of him crossing this tight wire to get to the other side where the fish were plentiful to bring back to his family. And I had to take a deep as I looked, because it's nothing but rapids underneath him, miles and miles of fast-moving water, even more than Niagara Falls, just whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. One slip, he's gone. One slip, his life is over. One slip, there's no more provider for 7 children and a wife. But he kept taking the next step. He kept holding on and moving. And that aerial view showed me what our lives can look like sometimes when we feel that the waves are ready to devour us right underneath, that the challenges are coming so fast and furious that we're shaking, that we're nervous, that we're not clear about how the next step will be taken. You know my favorite quote, those of you who've listened before, from Martin Luther King Jr., of whom we'll be celebrating in a week. Faith is taking the first step, even if you don't see the entire staircase. Now, Sam wasn't on a staircase. Sam was on a tightrope. Sam was on slippery, moss-filled rocks, trying to get to the other side to pursue food for his family, the basic necessity of living, that he was taking that step with faith that he would be able to survive, to get the fish, be able to bring it back and feed his family, that he wouldn't slip and fall, that he wouldn't lose his life, because he had no other choice. It's all or nothing. So if he didn't do it, if he didn't fight the fear, if he didn't take the next step, 8 lives would be affected. Whose life is going to be affected if you don't pursue your dreams in 2016? All or nothing. Whose lives are going to be changed? Whose lives will be affected? What part of your legacy doesn't get to be shared with the world because you're not pursuing your goals and your dreams like Sam? I had to ask myself that question. I had to ask myself, what am I really willing to do to play full out? Life is not a game. This is not a joke. This is not a dress rehearsal. There are no guarantees that I would be on this call again next week. There are no guarantees that tomorrow would find us opening our eyes and stretching our hands and our legs. It is a privilege each day to breathe breath into our bodies, to extend our limbs, to interact with the people that we care and we love and we treasure. Having gone through the recent loss of my grandmother, I know what it feels like even more. It's not the first time I've lost someone close to me or a family member, but it's the second time I've lost someone who has been so integral in my development. A piece of my heart literally left the physical form and went to heaven when she left. But every day I get another phone call or I hear another piece of news because the circle of life is real. As people are coming in this world and celebrating births of babies, others are exiting. They have done their time and they are now moved on. And it's difficult to comprehend how to move forward when someone is no longer in your life. But one of the things that watching this video of Sam taught me was when you live full, you truly die empty. When you live full and every day you're taking an all or nothing approach, you know that you've left it all on the table, that even if tomorrow doesn't come for you, your work will speak for itself. That even if, God forbid, Sam slipped on that tightrope, he fell down on the moss, that his family knew that he left with the intention of providing and caring for them. And while they might be brokenhearted, the kids have an example of what it means to survive, what it means to take care of your own, and that you don't make excuses, that you don't wait for things to be comfortable and perfect, that sometimes in life you have to do what's hard because life will be hard, but the reward is great when you push past what's inconvenient, what's not easy, what could cause pain, and you play full out. Yeah, that's right, full out. 2016. It's a new year. Can't keep doing the same things, expecting a different result. It's 2016. You got to get to the point where you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired, that there is more, that when you listen to the voice of a Les Brown on a video and you get inspired and you feel like you can conquer the world, when you read the books that inspire you, when you listen to the other speakers on the platform who are sharing messages of not just hope and inspiration, but applicable knowledge that you can put into your life, you can put into your relationships, you can put into your business, and you feel so empowered. It's about the actions that you take after. It's about the commitment and the conviction to be in a position to say to yourself, it's all or nothing. It's not teeter-tottering. It's not lukewarm. You're either hot or you're cold. You're either in or you're out. You're either in the game of life or you're sitting on the sidelines. And tonight, I say to you, let's do it together. Let's position ourselves all or nothing. Let's push a little harder. Let's do a little bit more. Maybe it's waking up a little bit earlier in the morning. Maybe you might lose a TV show that you used to watch, or turn down the volume on some of the other things that are not enriching your life, or cutting off the conversations on the phone that are not helping you to expand your mindset or your skill set. Joining a collaborative, achievement-driven relationship, like being a part of this Motivational Monday Night Call, like enrolling in the programs that Mr. Brown offers, connecting with Ruben West, Wade Randolph, Andy Enriquez, Evelyn Polk, the Heart Lady, so many of us, and myself, who offer opportunities for you to take the relationship further. Now is the time for you to make that decision. As I watch Sam and I watch that video, and I wish I could share it with you, and actually if you want the video, at the end of the call I can tell you how to connect with me, and I'll email it to you, because I thought it was just a wonderful reminder of what's important. You heard Ben at the beginning of this call. Ben called in from 3 a.m. in Israel. 3 a.m., most people are in their third REM. They are dreaming and thinking about all of the wonderful things they want to manifest. But Ben, dealing with what can be a very debilitating attack on his body with Crohn's disease, fights through so that he can come and listen and be inspired. Someone who most of us would give a pass. Say, it's all right, Ben. You're going through so much. Your body is in so much pain. You don't have to tune in. You don't have to join a call at 3 a.m. You can still be inspired later on. But to make the choice and decision, Ben is someone who I know lives life all or nothing. He said he had to take a little break from the call because he was fighting through. But the key word, he was fighting. He didn't give up. He didn't stop. He didn't give himself an out. He didn't give himself an excuse as to why he cannot manifest his goals and dreams, even in the midst of real-time challenge, real-time pain, real-time obstacles, that he's not looking at that, but he's looking at the fact that if he does not move forward, if he does not take the next step, then the legacy he leaves will be half fulfilled, that we won't get to experience all of what he has to share, all of the changes he will make, all of the blessings that will come as a result of him playing full out, all or nothing. So I congratulate you in advance, because somebody listening, you know this is your time. I'm speaking right to you. As the words came out of my mouth, it hit you in your soul, not just in your heart, in your soul. And you know that there is the areas of your life that need to shine. There is a voice, there is a service, there is a product, there is something inside of you that cannot be denied. That voice of the genuine that's sitting in you is screaming to get out and excited about where you're going in 2016. And if you're at a place where you're experiencing great success and great joy, you can take it a step further because your work is not done until everybody around you is experiencing the greatness that lives inside of them. So 2016, it's all or nothing. 2016, it's manifestations of our goals and dreams. 2016, we are going to remove anyone and anything that is interrupting the flow of abundance into your life, the flow of opportunity, the flow of service that you will give, the flow of feeling fulfilled because you're standing in your truth. There's no other choice. There's no out. There's no one that can save you but you. Just like Sam crossing that tightrope, walking across those mossy rocks to feed his family, to take care of those he loves, is the same way you have to hold on through the trials, the tribulations, the ups and the downs. You have your own tightrope of life. You have your own slippery areas that you're stepping through and walking over. But you have no other option but to win. No other option but to succeed. No other option than to manifest the very thing that has been given to you. This is your time. This is your moment. And this is your year. That is my story tonight, and I'm sticking to it, as my dear mentor, Mr. Brown, would say. So for those of you who are in that position and you're ready to move forward, I will be announcing throughout this month my open enrollment period for Destiny Designers University. There'll be two options. There'll be an option for you to be a part of my mastermind, and there'll be an option for you to join our community, to just stay connected and go a little bit deeper in making sure you put out a complete and full effort. But I'm not going to give a link out tonight because I need to know that those who are ready, those who are willing, those who want to take that next step are prepared for what we're going to do. So that requires me to have a conversation with you and for my team to set up an appointment for you to get a free 15-minute consultation. So if that's of interest to you, if anything I said tonight spoke to your spirit and I'm the one that you want to work with, that's fine. It may not be me. It may be another voice you hear from our Platinum program. You may end up coming down to the training to be a part of the broader work that we're doing with Les Brown Enterprises on January 22nd and 23rd in Orlando. But make a decision on who you need to be aligned with to move to the next step. All or nothing. No more excuses. No more waiting for things to be perfect. There is no out. There is no default button. This is it. It has to work. It has to happen. You must win, and that is where you need to be focusing your energy for 2016. So if that's you, send an email, and I want you to put in that email all or nothing in the subject, all or nothing. And my team will know that you were on this call tonight, that you want to set up your appointment, and you want to get access before we share out the options to the general public on how you can connect with one of our programs so we can be of service to you. We're clear it's not for everybody, but for those who are serious, for those who are ready, for those who this makes sense, and you're ready to move, I'm ready to move with you. I'm ready to be of service, and I'm ready to celebrate you as you move forward to manifesting your best year yet. Send that email to info@destinydesignersuniversity.com. That's Destiny, D-E-S-T-I-N-Y, Designers, D-E-S-I-G-N-E-R-S, university.com. All or nothing in the subject. And my team will make sure that we set up your appointment and have a conversation of how we can grow deeper together and see you cross that finish line of success. So now we'll open up the call. If there's anything that you have a question about or a comment, you'll be able to do that by pressing *6. We look forward to seeing you in Orlando, Florida with Mr. Brown and the First Family, January 22nd and 23rd. Stay connected on social media. And if you have not downloaded his app, just look for the link so that you can download the Les Brown app and stay connected 24/7. I appreciate each and every one of you, your voices, your support of this call, and the Platinum speakers. We are grateful for your presence, for your time, and your commitment to do what Mr. Brown reminds us all the time. Exercise and share the greatness that lives inside of us. So stand by, everyone.
All callers are unmuted. All callers are muted and may unmute themselves by pressing *6.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to make a comment, you can do so now by pressing *6 on your line.
Hello?
Yes, you are live. I hear three voices, so we're going to do it one by one because I'm getting old and I can't hear a lot at one time. So who wants to go first?
I think I'll go first. I have a quick question. I'm a young man. I'm 29 years old, and I experienced 2 divorces within 2 years. And I'm only 29 years old, and it's like I always push everything behind because I always decided to put people before me. And I think the problem is that sometimes I think I'm too old to even pursue my goals. And I decided, as a passion that I had to get into bodybuilding. And I also do ministry. And my grandmother used to always say that, you have a gift, but when the time is right, God will manifest you. So I have a question. How do I continue to stay positive? Because I am an ordained minister, and I just been down the last couple of years. I just let myself really go.
That is a phenomenal question, and let me tell you, you already did the first thing. You reached out to this call. You reached out to connect to Mr. Brown and the rest of our team for hope and inspiration, and for someone like you who inspires, that in ministry that you give, sometimes you have to pause so that you can refill. You don't want to serve from an empty cup. You want to serve from your overflow, as Ilana Van Zant would say. So you want to be in a space where you just listen to the voice inside of you that's saying you're tired. You've been through a lot. You need to regenerate all of that energy and all of the time and all of what you've given out. You need to fill back up so that you can serve full. So this is just a time for you to be in reflection, a time for you to be in constant contact with positive thoughts and information through what you listen to, through the Word. For you said that you're a minister, so that leads me to believe that you believe that God is the head of your life. So go back to the weapons that he's given you, through the Word, through music sometimes that can heal and soothe, through connecting to platforms like this that can inspire a new thought pattern, and watching the conversations and the people that are around you. Everything should be driven to one central source of uplifting your spirit so you can study more, you can study full, you can recharge, and that takes a commitment and a plan. So send me an email. Let's have an offline conversation because I'm feeling something else in my spirit for you, and I want to have that conversation, but we don't have time on the call, and I appreciate you reaching out. But send me that email, and in the body, just mention that we spoke about where you are right now, because this is a season and a time for us to be very clear about where we're spending our energy, what we're listening to, what we're digesting in. Les loves to say garbage in, garbage stays in. It doesn't go. We have to be clear about what we're ingesting in our thoughts, in our hearts, and in our spirits, because this is a moment and a space that's critical to you manifesting your goals and your dreams with a proper foundation. So I look forward to talking to you in a little bit more detail. So please send me the email, and my team will set up a time for us to talk.
All right. What was the email again, if you don't mind me asking?
Sure. Info at DestinyDesignersUniversity.com.
All right. Destiny Designers.com.
The Destiny Designers University. I know it's long because I'm a lot. So even my email's a lot.
All right, that's no problem.
Info at DestinyDesignersUniversity.com, okay?
All right, thank you.
You are very welcome. And stay encouraged. This year will be decidedly different for you. You've already made the decision and you've already reached out. It no longer has power over you to go any other way but up.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And I heard a few other voices. Thank you for your patience. Go ahead and tell me who's there.
Yes, this is Stacie Fasico, and this is my very first time. I'm glad I was introduced to you guys. And I want to say to everybody that's reaching out and being success and depositing into yourself, you're the sales to me to keep going forward and to reach out. So 2016 is exactly my year. I almost gave up in 2015. I really almost committed suicide in 2015, but I found the love in myself, and I decided not to do that when I got to that edge. So something pulled me back, the love in myself. So 2016 is really my year to move forward.
Oh, that is awesome. And what a story. Thank you for feeling so free to share your authentic truth. You don't know how you might have touched and saved another life tonight. And I thank you for joining this call, joining our family on behalf of Mr. Brown and our entire team. Thank you for choosing your love of your life. Thank you for choosing to stay and fight another day and to continue to push forward with what you were going to manifest in 2016. So thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah, and I'm ready for your university. I have a taste for it, I have an appetite for it, and I'm ready for the university.
Oh, well, I am excited to be of service to you, so please just go ahead and send that email. We have great things that we're going to do together this year.
Awesome.
God bless you.
Hello.
Hey, I hear two voices. Who wants to go first?
Yes.
Hey, Stacie. Oh, go ahead, ma'am. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. Hi, this is LaToya Drummond, and I just sent you an email saying I'm ready. I'd like to join the mastermind group. Very interested. That's all I wanted to share. Yes.
Awesome. Well, we're excited to have you. Just everyone look out for emails. My team will be setting up those appointments, getting us ready to talk so I can really know more about you. For me, it's about knowing the person that we'll be working with is more important than just enrolling in a program, because as much as you've chosen me, I want to be able to choose and know that God is allowing me to be that person for this point in time in your life. My work is serious. I don't take it for granted. This is not a joke to me, and I'm blessed to be able to do this work with Les Brown and to be able to offer what I've been given in a way that can change and transform lives. So thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you. And it was just a powerful message you just shared with us all, and it just fueled me over fire. Thank you.
You are welcome, and thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much.
All right.
Hi,
God
Stacie.
bless.
Hi, I hear two voices. There was another young lady waiting. So right before the gentleman, go ahead, dear.
Yes, how are you doing, Stacie? This is Marvetta.
Hi, darling. I'm great and grateful. How are you?
I'm doing real good. I'm blessed and just moving forward this year. And I wanted to tell you that as you were talking to us, I was promoting my album, and I was being so inspired all the while. But I just want to tell you, once again, you've been such a great help for me, helping me move from project to project, just helping me just stay focused and motivated. And I just want to thank you so much. But I do want to say one quick thing to the two people that had said that they had been dealing with some deep depression. I would ask them if they could go on iTunes and buy my album, Marvetta, The Power. It's very inspirational, empowering music. And I wrote it for people who were going through things, who are trying to move forward. And I had this group of people in mind. People who've been going through depression, struggles. You know, it just is very motivating, and I think it would help you a whole lot.
Well, thank you for sharing that resource for them and for sharing opportunities that people can engage in helpful listening. We have to be very careful about what we turn in and tune into. So thank you for being on the call and being so supportive. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Much love.
You are welcome. And my friend that's been waiting.
Yes, hi, Stacie.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Raj. I'm from Los Angeles, and I just wanted to, first of all, thank you for starting your call today with something that is so dear to my heart, and that is gratitude. So I love the way that you started 2016.
Thank you.
And I could not get into the call at the beginning, but I am extremely grateful for the most amazing soulful wife that God has given me. She's the most amazing person on earth. And I just don't know what else to say. She's given me what my life is, and I thank God every day for her.
Oh, that is beautiful and awesome. And you continue to treasure her and show the example of what love means. When we love someone and we cherish someone, especially in partnership and relationship like a marriage, those are the kind of words that you want to hear each other say about the life that you're building together. So thank you for sharing that.
Thank you. Thank you for starting your whole call with this gratitude, because if every one of your listeners can do that for 2016 and start their year off like this, I can guarantee that nothing but joy and abundance is waiting for them.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's a wonderful way for me to close out the call. We've gone a little bit over than we normally do, but I wanted to give everyone a chance to speak who wanted to speak, because we appreciate this platform. Mr. Brown has been doing this call for a couple of decades, actually, and he is committed to the kind of life and hope and achievement that's possible when we believe in ourselves. So I am grateful and I'm humbled that I get to do this work with him and that I get to work with our team on changing lives globally. Because as our last caller just said, if everyone can just do a little bit to share gratitude and to share their light in the world, we can make this world better than we found it. So I thank you all for your time. I thank you for your participation. I thank you for your goals and your dreams that you are manifesting. Remember, 2016, this is your year. All or nothing. Play full out and make this your best year yet. This is Dr. Stacie N.C. Grant. It's been a pleasure, and I look forward to hearing your voices again next week. And invite a friend. Bye-bye, everyone.